I found out about the betrayal during a Monday morning meeting, when my name was missing from the presentation slide. The project I had spent 8 months leading was being presented as if I had never existed. Across the table, Ryan Mitchell, my direct manager and the person who hired me, was confidently explaining my work to the board. Beside him sat Laura Chen, the senior strategist who had reviewed every draft with me late at night. Both of them avoided my eyes. My phone buzzed under the table. An email notification. Great leadership by Ryan on this initiative, the subject line read. That was the moment something inside me went quiet. For years, I believed loyalty spoke for itself. I stayed late. I fixed problems no one else wanted. I defended my team when mistakes happened. But in that room, I realized a painful truth. Hard work does not protect you from being erased. I didn't interrupt the meeting. I didn't expose anyone. I wrote nothing angry. I simply listened. When it ended, Ryan pulled me aside and said, this was just how it had to be. Laura sent a message later saying, let's talk soon. I never replied. The first week after that felt like standing in the aftermath of an earthquake. I went to work. I smiled. I did my tasks. But everything felt unstable. Every instinct told me to react, to defend myself, to demand credit, to tell everyone what really happened. Instead, I did something that felt unnatural. I stopped explaining myself. I took space where I could. Long walks after work. Quiet mornings without my phone. I wrote down what actually happened, not what I wished would happen. No revenge plans, no imagined speeches, just facts. Ryan started distancing himself. Laura stopped messaging entirely. That silence hurt, but it also revealed something important. People who benefit from betraying you rarely want to discuss it. So I began rebuilding quietly. I created small routines that had nothing to do with approval. A morning walk before emails, learning a new software skill at night, revisiting an old interest in design that I had abandoned years earlier. At work, I set boundaries without announcements. I documented everything. I stopped covering for others. I declined extra tasks that didn't align with my role. No arguments, no explanations. Weeks passed, then months. Something shifted. My confidence no longer depended on recognition. I trusted myself again. When a new director joined the company, she reviewed past projects line by line. Questions were asked. Timelines didn't add up. One afternoon, she called me into her office. Why does every successful decision trace back to you, yet your name disappears at the end? She asked. I told the truth calmly. Nothing more. Nothing less. Ryan was reassigned soon after. Laura left quietly. There was no public apology. No dramatic moment. But something better happened. I was offered a leadership role on my terms. By then, I realized the real comeback had already happened. Betrayal didn't end me. It forced me to rebuild my self-worth where no one could take it again. Sometimes the strongest response is silence, and the loudest proof of growth is peace.